Hey guys, I'm going to put together a little video of some of the equipment, the machines that I have in my shop. Some people have asked about it, and I got a new piece of equipment this week, so I just kind of wanted to show it to you guys, show you some of the existing machines that I have. Um, I'm going to put together at some point in time a video of the entire shop. I'll do a tour of the shop, take you through what I have, what I don't have, what I would like, what I don't need. Um, but for right now, all I'm doing is shooting a video just of kind of the machines, milling machines, lathes, etc. that I have right now, and something that I acquired this week. So I hope you enjoy it. I'll bring you back and get into the little tour of the machines. Okay, so here is the first milling machine. This is one of the older ones that I have gotten. I got this machine about a year ago. It's a K&T Kearney and Trecker Model H. It's kind of branded Milwaukee. That's, I think, the model name. Not only is it Model H, it's a Milwaukee. This 50 taper spindle doesn't go with it. But anyways, again, I got it about a year ago. I not only got it, I got its sister. They both came together from a machine shop out of Rochester, New York. The guy was dealing mainly in kind of CNC machining and had these around and wanted to get rid of them. So I got these two K&T Model H's. I actually have never looked at the serial number, but I think they're identical. They're identical with the exception of this one has a parking attachment for a vertical head. I do not have the vertical head for it. I just have the parking attachment for it. There is the two horizontal mills, Model H K&Ts. With it, I got a bunch of some tooling, cut-off saws, got some extra spindles, or 40 tapers. Here I've got some spindles, more 40 tapers, bushings. So that's came with a K&T. More cut-off saws down there too. So all of that stuff came with the K&T. Here is my lathe. It's a Grizzly. I got this at an auction. I actually have another video of it, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time right now on it. What I'll do is I'll just throw that video into it. The video is about this lathe. Just got it. Just got it powered up. Just actually finished powering it up right now. Bought it at an auction on Tuesday, I think. Yeah, it was Tuesday. It's kind of on Craigslist looking for welders, and ran across this auction that was probably about 15 miles away from me, 10-15 miles away from me. Machinery and equipment, and I didn't even know this place existed. They actually made ammunition. So I ran across it, saw the welder. There was a couple of welders in there. Actually, they listed them as MIG welders. Really wasn't looking for a MIG welder. I'm looking more specifically for a TIG welder. But kind of figured I'd go to it. Showed up to it. again, they probably, it was in a munitions manufacturing company, and they had a bunch of firearms there actually for testing some ammunition that they made, and a lot of them, the firearms that they had there are actually illegal to own in New York State, unless you have a federal firearms license. So they actually had a bunch of police officers there kind of guarding the firearms. But this company went out of business for some deal with campaign contributions to our governor, apparently, or that's what the story I was told. But anyways, make a long story short. Auction started off, and it was a live auction and an internet auction, and I had never been to an auction where you were bidding against people on the internet. Been to a lot of auctions where you bid against phone competitors, but you know you're live with a phone competitor. You one of the auction people will have the bidder on the phone line, and he will be bidding against you in real time. Kind of an auction on the internet, you have download time lag sometimes. So when you think something is done bidding on, actually there could have been another bid that had already been submitted on the internet, and it just didn't log in because of lag times in internet feeds. So that was kind of interesting. But anyways, we got to the welders, and the welders were kind of pieces of junk. Actually, they were both 110 welders and little MIG welders. One was just flux core, and the other one you could actually hook gas to, but the little flux core one went for like $120, and the Lincoln one that you could actually hook gas to went for some ridiculous figure. Well, ridiculous considering it was used and old, and well, not real old, but used. I think it went for close to $200. Somebody on the internet actually bought it. But we got into the machine shop stuff, and they had a little machine shop with this lathe, a small Craftsman mill. I didn't even know Craftsman made mills. And it looked fairly new. I mean, you know, probably within the last 10 years. But again, I really didn't know Craftsman made mills. But this Grizzly lathe came up for sale, auction, and I bid on it, and I got the thing for $1,700. And a bunch of some other stuff, not a big stuff, just some other stuff. Some got a 4-jaw chuck for it for $50. I got a little metal push cart, like a shop cart, 4-inch grinder, some punches, just kind of some small stuff. But got this lathe. Went over to pick it up on Tuesday, and ironically there was people from the auction still there, and they had a forklift there, but no tools, and I didn't realize it had been bolted down to the floor, and so it was kind of raining, shitty day, so no tools. So I told them I'd come back on Wednesday, bring some tools back, unbolt it, come back on Wednesday and pick it up. So that's what I did, and got it in here, and kind of ran the wire over to it, and finished terminating it this morning and hooked it up. So I have a lathe now. So works pretty cool. I mean, it isn't real loud. I guess it's be good for starting on, because I've actually never really used the lathe. Now, when I say that, when I was a kid, actually a friend of mine, his father had a small Craftsman lathe down in his basement, and my friend and I used to kind of screw around on it when I was about 16 years old, but that was kind of over 50 years ago, so haven't really used the lathe. So guess I'll get some experience on this, and can start making some stuff. I'm kind of actually still in the process of looking, well, primarily first for a welder, but then I kind of like a bigger, older lathe. Not really sure what brand, but kind of looking for an old school lathe, bigger, maybe 12, 14-inch throw on the thing. Something that I could get bigger things into. So, but this will do for now. No, my grandson's really excited about it. He's got a bunch of stuff that he wants to make on it. So I'll get back to you when we start using it. That's all for now. But over here I have my vertical mill. It is a Bridgeport knockoff. It's called a Millport. It has a DRO on it. Having some issues with the DRO. It's old, and sometimes it doesn't read accurately. I've had some issues with it, but I think it's actually oil chips, stuff like that, getting onto the sliding mechanism for the readers, and screwing it up. I've got to kind of actually check that out more. I just kind of do it manually for now. But I got this machine probably about 8 months ago. I bought it off of a machinist in Orchard Park. This is one of the machine that he had at his house, and he also was looking to get into CNC machines for his home shop. So he wanted to get rid of this. He had a lathe also, but he wanted way too much money for the lathe. I bought this off of him, again, approximately 8 months ago. It's served me fairly well. It only has a motorized axis on the X. The Y I have to do manually. And of course the Z has the built-in auto feed on that, but that's that. Kind of the reason why I'm shooting this video is because I've got a new addition to the shop. And it is a Cincinnati horizontal 205 mill. It has a 12 by 53 inch bed on it. 50 taper in the spindle. I got it on Tuesday. Today is Friday. I hooked it up electronically yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. The only issue that I have with it is I've got a feed for these, a 3-phase feed for the K&Ts, but it's only, I need to put a bigger breaker on it. I can start this machine I can start the machine and it starts ramping up, and it ramps up for about 5 seconds and then it trips the breaker out. So I've got to get a bigger breaker into it. I'm going to kind of there is existing fuses in the machine, and I'm going to rate the breaker the same as the fuses are rated for it. So I've got this machine. Again, I picked this thing up on Tuesday. To say it was a good deal is an understatement. I was given the machine. The guy tried to sell it a year ago on Craigslist, some other places he tried to sell it, and nobody wanted to buy it from him. So he needed the space in his garage, and he wanted to get rid of them, so he put them up on Craigslist for free. Now you probably realize that I just said them. There's 2 of them. The other one is over here. It's in pieces, but I have all the pieces for it. Same thing, Cincinnati, model 205, motor, there's the bed for it. And I had gone out prior to picking them up Tuesday. I had gone out to his house and picked up some of the random parts, and they are kind of over here just thrown in a pile, and I've got to start sorting everything out and getting everything organized. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with that other machine. I could try and put it back together and maybe sell it as a whole, or I could see if there is a market for parts for it. But anyways, I have it. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but I will kind of cross that bridge when I come to it. I really don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. But anyways, I kind of wanted to show you that. Show you my new addition to the shop. I'm kind of really excited about it. I kind of wanted to get into some bigger milling. I kind of have this passion for diesel engines, and I've kind of milled some heads for diesel engines, so I kind of wanted this to continue along on those lines, a bigger milling machine than the K&T Model H's. The K&T Model H's are a great machine. They both work. I'm really not sure what I'm going to do with both of them. I'm definitely going to keep one of them, but whether I keep both of them or not is a thing to be decided again. But I'm really excited about the Cincinnati bigger mill. I've got a tractor that I'm probably going to modify the transmission on it. That's another project, but the Cincinnati would be a great machine to get parts of the transmission up onto the bed and do some milling on it. So I'm going to do a complete shop video at some point in time. I just need to get stuff organized and cleaned up and kind of find a place for all of this stuff before I really do that, before I really get you guys involved in exactly what's in the shop and what's not in the shop and what I'm kind of hoping to get and so on. So, but anyways, I will bring you back for that.